Okay, I'm back. All right, hello everybody and welcome. My name is John, and in this video I want to do a little bit of an update for you all. And also I have a plant pop-up happening in about a week and I need to get a lot of things done. So I want to show you some of the things that I'm going to do to prepare for that, because this is my first time ever taking part in an event like this. And so I just kind of want to document the process that I'm going through. I think that'll be fun to look back on and also to show you all how I'm prepping my plants. Yeah, so it's been a couple weeks since I made a video because I have been, because I am happily unemployed at the moment. So I went climbing for a week, then I went and visited my dad and some friends in Salt Lake City, and then I went climbing for another week. And yeah, I'm kind of going through some changes. I've noticed every time I go out climbing for a week, when I get home, I just want fewer possessions. I want fewer things. I feel like I have way too many plants. Yeah, I'm trying to divide my time into all sorts of different interests, all the things that, you know, make my life meaningful. And I just am spending too much time tending to my plants. And so, yeah, I guess I just want to kind of share that with you all. So hopefully I can be an example for some people who may be feeling a similar way. But we're always seeing things that people are posting where, 100 plants is very cool and 200 plants might be twice as cool. And yeah, I had over 100 plants at one point with all the propagation projects I'm always doing. And I want to say now I'm down to about 60 or so plants, but a lot of those plants even are going to stay here at my mom's house when I move, which I don't have plans to do yet, but so I've already let some of those kind of go. And yeah, I'm really trying to get down to about like 20 or 24 or so. I think I just want to see my top favorites thriving. I looked back through my Instagram feed for like the past year or so, and I noticed that I'm pretty much posting the same like 10 to 15 plants all the time. And so I just kind of wonder what are all these other plants for? And it's interesting having so many plants, because even the ones that aren't like really looking how I want yet, like they haven't gotten to that point that I've been trying to get them to, it's hard to let go of because they have potential, and they have potential, and there's always more time for plants to grow and develop, and you can prune and get them to where you want them to be. So it's kind of hard to let go of things, but yeah, I just keep going on these climbing trips, spending time outdoors with friends where it's just us and the few things we have and our climbing shoes and a wonderful time on the rocks. And I just come home and I want fewer things around me. So gonna get a lot of things ready for this plant pop-up, and hopefully I'll see some of you there. It's gonna be in San Jose on December 4th. If you're seeing this after then, well, I hope we met and had a wonderful planty conversation. But yeah, I'm gonna propagate a bunch of things today, or at least get them started. Nothing will be rooted a week from now, but that's all right. So let's get chopping. Okay, so first up I have this philodendron white knight, which has kind of had an interesting year. It has some beautiful two-toned leaves for a little bit, and then it grew like 4 or 5 all white leaves, not in a row, but several in a row. And then it just kind of grew a bunch of green leaves after that. I know it hasn't actually officially reverted because it's getting tons of light. All the plants around it are variegated. It's getting the same light it got back when it was shooting out pure white leaves. So I know it's not a light issue. I think this plant just kind of gets stuck into a comfortable rhythm. So I'm gonna chop it up and we'll sell all these single leaf cuttings, and they will all have potential for variegation. So yeah, I don't need this big of a plant. I'm gonna keep this leaf and below, and be happy to share the rest of these cuttings here. Okay, so here you can see the top, this new leaf coming in. It has some bit of variegation that's gonna pop out. So it hasn't fully reverted, but there's lots of green on here, and we don't get the really good color until we come down to the 1/3 mark or so. All right, so I'm just gonna come in here and chop. Got that, ooh, glistening. Got that blood, the white knight blood. So you'll see these nodes here. That I just wanna make sure I have some stem and a leaf and a node for each of these cuttings, just like this. Leaf, little stem chunk, and some nodes. That's plenty to form a new plant. All right, there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cuttings. Nice. That's a lot. And I still have the mother plant. Oh yeah. Okay, so up next, got this beautiful Monstera Thai constellation. Woo! Okay, just look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep the top 2 leaves. As you can see, this awesome half moon leaf, these 2 leaves up here, nice and big, colorful, beautiful. I'm gonna keep those, start a new plant, and then I'll sell this mother plant off, hopefully for a good price, because I quit my job. Please support. Okay, so chopping monsteras is a little trickier than some other plants. It looks like from here you come down, you have this nice node and chop, but actually this one here is above this next one. So, okay, so see this? I gotta sneak in between here and this root so that I'm cutting the stem and leaving this one on. All right, this might have to take a couple chops. Oh, here we go. You can see how I snuck in there. I got the stem, I got the nodes. Okay, so you can see what I mean. From here, it kind of looks like I want to cut here, but I gotta make sure I get all the way down and include that other node. So it's kind of hard to squeeze through here sometimes, but. And there we go. Nice. All right, check it out. So now I've got this cool little Thai constellation here. Also got this awesome single leaf cutting. And then I have this incredible tip cutting that is, this is the part I'm keeping here. By the way, yeah, it's gonna be a little scary to keep this tip cutting and sell these because if that tip cutting fails, then I don't have a variegated Monstera anymore. But I've never had any Monstera cuttings fail on me. And in fact, I've always had them fill whatever pot they're in like immediately, within a month. So they're called monsters for a reason. I'm confident this is gonna be fine. I have plenty of light in here, grow lights going. Yeah, I'll have like a teeny tiny bit of worry, but I'm sure I'll see some signs of growth soon and then I'll know it's gonna be good to go. Okay, so up next is my Ring of Fire. Okay, so I have this Ring of Fire here and I took a top cutting from it recently. You may have seen a video. It basically was just failing to grow leaves all year long. It would like try to grow a new leaf and the leaf sheath would open and there'd already be a new leaf with another sheath in there. It just kept doing that. So at no point were any new leaves actually coming out. So it had this big old several inch long chunk of stem that had no leaves on it at all. So I chopped that off. It's now growing again. But you know, I'm feeling like I want to downsize. I need to make some money. So I'm gonna chop this nice little tip off here, keep that for my collection, and then I'll sell this nice mother plant up at the plant event. This one will be a little bit painful though, because it is like in the process of putting out its first leaves since that chop. So You know, I wish I had some more time, but I don't, so here we are. Let's get it. So you can see the plant has a good handful of leaves, almost a foot long or so. And so all I'm gonna do is I wanna keep this part of the stem up top that has the new growth and just these two leaves. So I'm gonna come below this one, get as many of those little aerial roots as I can, making sure I don't chop off this next leaf. And boom. So there's an interesting little cutting there. Got this little mini leaf, this one, there's another node here, growth tip there. All right, so I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I do need to get all of these cuttings into an arrowwood mix. I have a bin of just tons of different arrowwood mixes. Every time I try a new batch, I toss the leftover into this bin, so it's always kind of makes an interesting combination later on. So I've got to go throw all these in there, and then I've got to get these mother plants out into those that mix as well, so that I can keep my nice pots here. And yeah, I'm on a mission to empty out my grow bins, my humidity bins, because I've had all these like Aglaonema Pictum tricolors and pink princesses in there that have been growing all year and totally failing to sell online. And so I'm just trying to really sell everything all at once at this plant pop-up, so that I don't have these, 30 or so random pots that I'm watering every week inside my bins. So yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I'm curious if you are feeling some of what I'm feeling at all. Like, do you ever feel overwhelmed by your plants? Feel like maybe you want to cut back on your collection, dial it in? I've been connecting with a bunch of people on Instagram recently who are kind of in the same boat, who are like, really excited about plants for many, many years. And I'm not losing the love for plants at all. I just don't need, 80 cool plants anymore to feel that love. And it just has kind of been feeling a little bit overwhelming and draining to tend to that all week or every week, in addition to everything else that I'm trying to do. So I really want to just get it down to my favorites and just focus on that quality time with plants and get, below that stressful, potentially overwhelming threshold that I've been at. So yeah, I'm curious if any of you are feeling that. I wonder if it's just kind of something that's going around, or if that, normal for a lot of people after they get a few years into this hobby. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, but if you did make it this far, then thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you here on this channel, and I hope you go follow me on Instagram as well at Enlightened Gardener. If you're in the Bay Area and you want to come see me on December 4th, please come say hello. There's going to be lots of sellers at this event with all kinds of cool plants. I'm sure I can't tell you what else anyone else is bringing because I don't know, but I'm bringing a lot of my special plants. I've been chopping some of these coolest plants I have up just to come and share with you and hopefully make a little bit of money. So thank you so much for your time and your support, and I wish you all the best with your plants and with your life. See you in the next one. Peace.